Hi, this is JB from Know the Lights Over Arkham. Welcome to another Arkham Horror LCG campaign playthrough, and we are continuing our journey through the Drowned City campaign with Agatha Crane's Seeker version. So last time we got 6 experience, so easy upgrades for me. 1 is crafty, so 3 experience for this. This is because I will be using a lot of insight cards and some tool cards in my deck, so that helps with the economy of those cards. And I will be having a lot of allies, like we just got Andy one Northwick into our deck, so I picked Charisma for my last remaining 3 experience. Then because we picked the Western Trail, we are removing 1 tablet token from the Chaos bag and adding 1 cultist token. Then we had to pick a task. So first I was thinking of trying or playing with the Seeker task, that is basically get the last clue off of your location and mark it. But I decided to go a different route, so I took the Walk in Faith. This is because at the end of the scenario it will give me a static +1 willpower boost instead of +1 intellect boost. And I think I'm okay with intellect in this deck. And this actually is not recommended for Agatha, but still, I am revealing a lot of Chaos tokens during the gameplay, so there is a high chance of getting 1 Elder Sign per game. So that is one reason I wanted to have that. So it's just a passive thing. I don't have to focus on it. If I reveal an Elder Sign, it is then done, and I don't have to think about it. And that is that. So that is basically what happened in the interlude between the scenarios. So I will quickly read the Western Wall, which is the next scenario we are playing. So we have I like that this campaign has a really short introduction texts. So we are heading to the Western Wall. I'm not reading the interludes, they are a bit lengthy, so I'll keep it short. So we are reading the Western Wall. Western Wall Part 1, because we headed west. It becomes increasingly clear as you proceed westward that the beach you are walking along in the top of an ancient ring wall. Fathoms below, the walls form a sheer drop to a round plaza on the ocean floor. With some planning, you could descend safely to the ocean floor by moving from pocket to pocket of trapped air in the old ruins. If you're careful, you may just be able to reach the seafloor alive. If an investigator has the do no harm tasks, they resolve their respective story to the right. I don't have it, so we skip to the setup, which we have done, except for one thing. I still need to pick an equipment, which I should have done already, but they are luckily handy here. So we have a choice of some gear we can have. So we have the expedition gear. This is basically heal 1 damage. Then we have the laudanum. It is the same thing but for horror. Then we have the alien tablet, which will help us in glyph or relay locations. And then we have a diving suit. And I'm picking the diving suit because, as you can see, there are a lot of flood tokens already on the board. So if you have to pick the diving suit for some scenarios, this is a good scenario to pick it. And that is basically it. We don't have to mind the fully flooded locations as long as we have the diving suit in play. So hopefully we can keep it in play. And it also gives us 3 health buffer, which is our less stat on Agatha. But yeah, that is everything. I think we are ready to start, so without further delay, let's get started. Okay, and I forgot to read the agenda and act cards, so we read them now. You navigate a path through the crumbling ruins via small pockets of air. Each location is connected to each other location on the rows above and below it. And when your turn begins, if you are at a fully flooded location, you struggle for air. When your turn ends, if you did not enter an unflooded or partially flooded location or decrease the flood level of your current location, take 5 direct damage, and the doom threshold is 13, and descend into the abyss. A softly pulsing light at the base of the ancient foundations beckons you to the sea floor. You must proceed carefully. Fast triggered ability, spend 1 clue as a group, decrease your location's flood level. Objective, make your way to the sea floor. If each surviving investigator is at Obsidian Foundations, advance. So that is our objective. And in the setup, the Obsidian Foundations is one of these 3 locations, and there are some locations randomized here, but yeah, let's start by drawing our opening hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have a deduction, which is good here at the start. Fieldwork, I think, is okay. Breath of the Sleeper is great. We have a way to fight and crack the case. I don't think I'll... yeah, I don't think... we would want to see an ally, but... Okay, so access dislocations level. So the levels are 1, 2, 3. So I don't see this being that great. And we have the Breath of the Sleeper, so I am mulliganing the Spectral Razor. It is not that important in our deck. Well, we get the Grim Memoir, which is card draw, that's great, and the Ocula Obscura. Then that's okay, I guess. So we can start by getting some assets into play, investigating here, and hopefully... Oh yeah, there's a double action, draw 3 cards if we are really desperate to getting some more cards. But I think we will be playing asset, investigating. And I don't think there's a rush to get Grim Memoir into play. So let's see. First action, we will play Breath of the Sleeper. This is just so if we start getting enemies right at the get-go, we have a way to fight using our willpower. So we're not stuck immediately with those enemies. It also lets us reveal a lot of tokens, so we might pull the Elder Sign for Walking Faith. And that is 3 costed. Second action. Yeah, I'm going to play the Fieldwork. Last action, we will investigate, and I am committing the deduction here so that we get both of these clues immediately. So I am investigating 5 versus 1. Should be okay. And it is a 0, so we'll get these 2 clues. And that is our turn. No enemies will go to upkeep. We draw Perception and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We had a Doom, and the first encounter card for this game is Cyclopean Architecture. Test Intellect X, where X is your location's printed shroud, which is 1. For each point you fail by, choose and discard 1 card from your hand to a maximum of 3. I think I'll want some card draw, easy card draw here. Actually, let's not bother. So I will or test 4 versus 1. It is an elder sign. I am keeping it, so I'm getting the sign here, and that's done. Now I don't have to think about it, and we pass this by a long shot. So first action, we will move down, revealing. Okay, so these have, you cannot enter treacherous path if there are clues on your location. So we need to keep getting all the clues. So it is access this location's level. It is 2 forced after sunken stairway is revealed. Put the set aside undersea vault location into play in a row above or below sunken stairway. I think I will put it below because we want to keep moving downwards. Okay, so that's good. So we found the path to the undersea vault. So I'm just moving these like so, and this is already revealed. And we need to investigate here. So first investigation is we are using the fieldwork, and we are investigating 6 versus 2. -2, we'll get a clue. We might as well drop the, use 1 clue to drop the flood level here. Then last action, we are investigating again. This time I'm using the perception to get some card draw going. And we are 6 versus 2 again. It is Elder Thing, which is -3, -5 instead if your location is fully flooded. Well, it is a -3, but we are 6 versus 2, so we pass. We draw a card. It is Olive McBride. That's great for next round, and we get the clue. And that is our turn. No enemies will go to upkeep. We draw Katarina Soika, so now we have both of our allies. And we gain a resource, so now we can get some allies into play to get some more token draw going. But that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom and counter card is. It is a Deep One Troll. Okay. So forced, after Deep One Troll engages, you discard 1 card at random from your hand. Ouch. That sucks. We really like all of these cards, but can't help it. So this is my threat area because the map is so high, so it is spread over my usual threat area. But let's see. Hopefully we don't lose neither of our allies, but we still have 1 ally if we lose 1. Okay, so we lose Grim Memoir. That's maybe the worst card in my hand, so that's great. Okay, first off, we need to fight this guy. So first thing first, this is readied. I will use, let's see, I will fight with the Breath of the Sleeper. So I decide to try and use 3 here, so that we can reveal 4. Okay, so we reveal 4 and we pick one of those, and if it is the same as one of the cancelled ones, we deal +2 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so no luck getting double damage. So we pick the +1. Why not? We deal 1 damage here, but we are going to fight again, and not using any tokens this time. And now we have cancelled card tokens this round, so we could play an event from our discard, but we don't have any there yet. So +1, well, that deep one troll is defeated. And last action, we will play, let's play, not sure, I'll play Olive McBride as my last action. And that is our turn. No enemies will go to upkeep. We draw Katarina Soika, so now we have a spare and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a do, and the encounter is Dreaming Migration. Revelation: if there are no enemies in play, Dreaming Migration gains surge. It gains surge. And the next one is Ominous Silence. Put Ominous Silence into play in your threat area. As an additional cost to play a card, you must either spend 1 resource or take 1 horror. Action test book. Foot 3. If you succeed, if your location is not flooded, this test automatically succeeds. If you succeed, discard Ominous Silence. Okay, so I think first action will be get rid of this. Why not? We're not going to play anything. I will move to the Undersea Vault and we will investigate here, and I am using Olive McBride. So Undersea Vault has a Shroud of 5 and action test book X, where X is this location's level. If you succeed, flip this card and resolve its text. So the test difficulty is 3 for that test, but the shroud for investigating is 5. And yeah, I am 6 versus. Do I really want to use Olive? Yeah, let's see. Skull is your location level, and cultist is -3. If you fail and your location is fully flooded, take 1 damage. We don't have any tablets, and we already saw the Elder thing, so maybe I won't use Olive. So I am up by 1 for this test, so I could use, yeah, I think I'll commit this to be up by 3. And it is a cultist, so good thing we got the clue. And next round we can try do that test. So no enemies will go to upkeep. We draw Mouse Mask, great, and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a do. Encounter card is Lookout. Test willpower 3. If you fail, put Lookout into play in your threat area. Forced the first time you enter a flooded location each round, take 1 damage. Forced at the end of your turn, test agility 3. If you succeed, discard Lookout. And I'll use one of the Katarina Soikas for this test, so we are 5 versus 3. -1, we get rid of that. And first action, I will, I think I will prefer to play the Mouse Mask into play. Second action, we will do this test here, and I am using one of these charges already. So I'll do it like this, so I'll just flip those same tokens around. So I'm testing 6 versus 3 here. -1, we'll flip this card over and resolve its text. the undersea vault. You press 3 small hidden nodes into the vault door and it slides open with a satisfying hiss. Inside is a desiccated corpse of an alien creature, its octopoid face and leathery wings reduced to dust. It holds an obsidian slate in one bony hand. You identify it as a kind of a city map, likely of R'lyeh itself. You discover this glyph and record it in your campaign log and flip this card back over. It cannot be flipped over again. Okay, so we got that glyph. Actually, so it's city. Okay, and last action, we will move. Let's keep going on this side. And we find a treacherous path. Forced after you enter the treacherous path, test agility X. If you fail, take 1 damage and increase this location flood level. So 1, 2, 3. This agility 4 test. Okay, we reveal the location. We get charged back to our mouse mask. I will use fieldwork, go agility 5. So I am 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 versus 4, so we have a chance. -1, we'll actually pass that, that's great. And that is everything. We'll go to upkeep. We draw crafty and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. I forgot to do this as a fast triggered ability last round, so retrospectively I'll use 2 clues to drop this down, because there's no group limit, and why not? Because we don't want to be in a fully flooded location at the start of our round. Okay, so we added the doom. The encounter card for this round is Voltaic Eel. So hunter prey most clues. While Voltaic Eel is moving during the enemy phase, each fully flooded location is considered to be connected to one another. So this is a bit bad. We don't have a good way to deal with this. I think we need to try and evade and run away from it. Yeah, we could use the... I think I'm going to just spend the crafty for this. We haven't played a single insight yet, or drawn a single insight from our deck, so I don't see crafty being that needed here. So we are 5 versus 2. -3, that's enough, so this is evaded. Second action, we'll investigate here. I'm using the mouse mask. It is a 0, we'll get this clue. And last action, we will move, let's keep going here. It is a treacherous path, so that is not the place we are looking for, and I'm spending 2 to make this not flooded. So after you enter treacherous path, test willpower X, where X is 5 now, and if you fail, take 1 horror and increase this location to flood level. So we will do that afterwards. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so we take the clues back. Okay, we reveal a location. I'm using the mouse mask, so I'm 6 versus 5. Don't mind taking the horror, but we could just use the mouse mask. Okay. Skull is the occasions level, so we fail. We take 1 horror. That's okay. We'll just take it on Agatha. And no enemy actions will go to upkeep. We draw another mouse mask and we gain a resource. This guy readies. I'll mark it down. Bit hard to see where this guy is, so it's marked like so. And let's see, yeah, so we get the resource, so that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add another doom. Encounter card is Look Out. Okay, now we are spending these to remove these. Then we will test 4 versus 3. Let's go 5 versus 6 versus 3. -5, we fail, so this comes into play in our threat area. That's annoying, but it is what it is. First action, we will investigate here, and I'm committing the other mouse mask, because why not? We are 5 versus 5. Any way to increase that? Yeah, that was a mistake to use the mouse mask there. On this test. It's not that critical. Okay, so we are 5 versus 5. So I think Olive doesn't help us that much. We need to get this clue off to get to the upper level. Remove those, so this can't hunt straight to us. So yeah, so 5 versus 5 and -4, we fail. 4 versus 5. We are in deep trouble here. -1, we fail. Last action. I don't know what to do. We should have gone up. Evade. That would have been more easy. We don't need to get this clue. Okay, well, last action we'll investigate 5 versus 5. We messed up this round royally. Okay, let's use Olive. 1, 2, and 3. Pick 2. 0, -1. Yeah, we still fail. Okay, this enemy hunts over here. It will engage us. So it hits us for 1 damage, which has to go on the diving suit and 1 horror. And that is our turn. At the end of the round we test 3 versus 3 to get rid of Lookout. We don't get rid of it. Okay, and that is our turn. And that is the enemy's turn, so we'll go to upkeep, uncanny specimen, and we gain a resource. And that is that round. Let's go to the next round. So we add a doom. The encounter card is still behind you. Test agility 2. This test gets +1 difficulty for each copy of still behind you in the victory display. If you fail and the inescapable is in play, it moves 1 location at a time to your location and engages you, or it is not in play, search all in and out of play areas for the inescapable and draw it. Add still behind you in the victory display. So I will fast play uncanny. So we are testing 3 versus 2 here. -1, thank God we don't have to deal with that enemy. So first action here. Okay. We'll evade. It is a +1. Luckily, we evade this enemy. Then we'll move. And we will actually play this ally. And yeah, we played the uncanny specimen, so I forgot to pay for that. We test agility 3. We fail, nothing else happens. Enemy phase, nothing happens. This ready is in the upkeep, and we ready up and we draw Occult Invocation. Pretty useless at the moment, and we get a resource. So yeah, that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom, so we are at 8 of 13. The encounter card is Young Deep One. Okay, so we take 1 horror, and I keep taking them on me. Okay. We will evade. So instead I will fight and use 3 of those. So now I will use Olive. So we are revealing basically 3 tokens for one as 1 token which we have to pick maybe, and then we can reveal 3 more, and one of those 4 we have to resolve. So first we'll pull the Olive. Okay, we are not definitely picking Olive. And then we get 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I am picking that one. These all are ignored. And from the Olive we picked like these 2, but we ignored them. So we deal 1 damage. Second action, we will try again, and I'm using all of these now. And could we use Katarina Sojka here? Okay, not that good. So we are revealing 4. And yeah, we can only use this one. So these would have dealt enough damage, but we don't hit with that, which is the problem. So we'll deal 1 damage. That's a shame. And last action, we'll just use the Breath of the Sleeper again to try and defeat this enemy. So that is our last action. -1, so at least we defeat this enemy, but we are a bit stuck here. So we'll try to get rid of this one. No. And this enemy hunts over here, hits us for 1 damage and 1 horror. I'll put the horror on myself, and the damage goes to the diving suit again. And we'll ready up. We'll draw Uncanny Specimen, and again resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We are at 9 of 13. The encounter card is Crumbling Masonry. Test Agility X, where X is your location's printed shroud. It is 3/4. If you fail, take 2 damage, so bye bye diving suit. Yeah, we are testing it. Yeah, we fail. We take 2 damage, so the diving suit breaks, and we take 1 here. So I'll just discard that. Okay. Well, we don't have to care about the diving suit anymore, so we will try to evade it. So it is 3 versus 2 test. It is a 0, so we will evade it. That's awesome. We will move here, and we have this in place, so we take a horror. Is it direct? No. So I'll put it on olive. We reveal this. Obsidian Foundation. So this is where we need to be, but we still need to let's see. So make your way to the seafloor. If each surviving investigator is at Obsidian Foundation's, advance. So we could advance, but could try. So we reveal a location. We took the horror. We'll test book 3, and we'll resolve the seafloor freeze. So I'm committing this card using the mouse mask. Zero, we pass, so we resolve seafloor freeze. Revelation: at that seafloor freeze to your location cannot be cancelled. Seafloor freeze cannot leave play. Action test combat 2, then test willpower 2. If you succeed at both tests, flip this card and resolve its text. So I'll just put it over here. So we have a combat of 1, and we just chucked the only combat card. So basically, okay. So I forgot I had the fieldwork in play. So I could have used that to the test. So I wouldn't have needed to use that. So I'm taking a little of backseas and not use the mouse mask either, because it's only at test 3. So I am trying at least once this test. So we can advance at any time. So I think this is the last round. So I'm just trying 2 versus 2 here. And let's not use anything. -4, we fail. Okay, we'll resign. So we didn't get this one. That's a shame. But yeah, we got to the Obsidian Foundations and we advance. So let's see. The Ocean Depths. Andy van Northwick is the last to tumble into the ring of black columns at the base of the city. He looks out in awe at the shimmering energy field in the center of the underwater plaza. The field ripples around the columns like a persistent bubble, creating a pocket of breathable air. A long meandering tunnel winds from your position to the entrance of the underwater dome. You have reached the seafloor at last. Resolution 1. Okay, so the resolution 1. The ocean floor is a dreamlike phantasmagoria of sinister flora and nightmarish creatures. A mutated lanterfish that could only be described as antediluvian swims placidly through a forest of deep water seagrass. Another deep sea creature with glowing eyes and a jagged maw swims straight at you, but turns away at the last moment from the shimmering field that keeps the water at bay. In your camp log, cross out the western wall in the relay map. If an investigator has the do no harm task, they resolve their respective story on this page. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. And skip to resolution 3. So we got 1 experience. Woohoo! Yeah, that sucked. But yeah, it is what it is. We didn't find any of the other locations. We were running out of time and we were getting into trouble, so we just need to leave. So we go to resolution 3. An ancient dome shimmers enticingly on the seafloor. As you marvel at the strange sights, a chunk of obsidian loosens and falls from up above onto the seafloor dome. Rather than shatter, the dome ripples pliant and as the rock falls through with a thunderous crash. Something in the center projects a barrier that repels water, but allows solid things to pass through. Whatever strange technology is in the dome, Tillinghast will likely be interested in it. However, you could also proceed into relay, a round door in the base of the wall contained under the same shimmering field as the dome, beckons you into the city. The investigators must decide, choose one. To uncover the secret of the seafloor dome, proceed to Drowned Quarter, or continue to Relay's underground, proceed to the apiary. So I'll go to the Drowned Quarter for my next playthrough. And that is it. So 1 experience, I don't think I am even going to use that for anything. I'll just save up for something else. But yeah, let's quickly look that there was a victory point location here, which we didn't find, and also a way to get some more glyphs, but let's see, I think there's one more victory point location somewhere here. No, there isn't. So 1 victory point would have come from there, and I think 1 from here, yeah. So this isn't a scenario that you get a lot of XP from, so it is what it is. But yeah, that was the Western Wall scenario. Next up is the Drowned Quarter, and that is it for this time. So hope you guys liked this playthrough. Thanks for watching, and until next time.